It is snowing, I think. I haven't really been outside. But we got the first snowfall of the season. Ooh, bam. Ooh. Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to Why So Queerious. It's so good to see you guys. I hope you're having a great week. Something important. International Trans Day of Remembrance is a day where the world mourns and honors the lives lost in the trans community due to violence and hatred. And it's November 20th, so it's this Sunday. There's a website that I'm gonna put in the description below that lists out all of the lives and the names of those who were lost. Some of them even have pictures. I would definitely go check this out just to know what this day is for. What I wanna do to commemorate this Sunday, International Trans Day of Remembrance, is give you guys a few tips on how to be a better trans ally. Tip number 1, don't assume somebody is trans. You can't tell just by looking. Don't change your behavior with somebody because you might suspect that they're trans. Treat everybody the same. I am guilty of this myself. Sometimes in my head, I will be in a diverse room of people and I will point out in my mind who is trans and who is not. And that's not okay. Tip number 2, never assume someone's pronouns. When in doubt, use names. If you don't know what someone's pronoun is, or if you don't know what pronoun to use with somebody, if you're comfortable enough, you can ask, but the best way to do it is just listen. Listen to what they use and respect it. Respect what they label as their identity. And going along with that, tip number 3, respect the terminology that someone who is trans or someone of any stature uses to describe their identity. And use it appropriately. That is important to them. If it's their name, if it's their pronouns, if it's their orientation or gender expression, use that. Tip number 4, don't ask about someone's sex life, about someone's genitals, about someone's surgical procedures. Would you want someone asking you about that if it were you? Doesn't even matter if you're trans. Respect people's privacy. People need to put trans people under a microscope. It's wrong and uncomfortable and really obnoxious. It's disrespectful to ask someone about their private life. I don't think anybody out there would want that sort of thing to happen to them. And oftentimes when you do it, you don't realize you're doing it. Tip number 5, don't assume that all trans people have to be out. Coming out for LGBT people, a lot different. Totally different, because lesbian, gays, and bisexuals, they express a sexual orientation, whereas people in the trans community express gender identity. It's two different facets. And when you're presenting yourself as the gender that you feel most comfortable with, that's your business. You don't have to tell people, and people shouldn't expect trans individuals to publicly acknowledge their trans identity, nor should they have to, and not all trans people do. Tip number 6. This is sign language for 6. Don't get freaked out. There is not one correct or appropriate way to transition. Everybody goes through it a different way, and it looks different every time. Don't judge someone based on that, and don't try and give tips or advice. You don't know what they're going through. Just don't. Okay? It's a different experience for everybody, and everybody's body is different, so there is no one way of transitioning. And going along with that, there is no such thing as one singular magic surgery that's going to do the same thing for everybody. There are so many different options that trans people have, and it's never just a quick, oh, I'm in and out of the doctor's office and I'm a different gender. That's never how it works. It's usually several different procedures, different time frames, things like that. It's never that easy. Tip number 7, sign language. If you are in charge of a space, an office, a workplace, a group, a class, things like that, try and create as inclusive of a space as you can. Try having people introduce themselves the first time with their pronoun. Hello, my name is Mitch, and I use he, him, his pronouns. The important thing to know about that is if you feel as if though that might single out people in the room, don't use it. Don't use gendered identifiers when trying to get people's attention or discussing something. When you're calling on someone in class, you with the blue shirt, or names, Rebecca, Gertrude, Fonz, like pronouns are virtually useless. And sorry for all you grammatical people out there, deal with it! When you're creating an inclusive space, be aware. Don't label something as an LGBT safe space if it's not truly safe for trans people. And what that means is being aware of what it means to feel comfortable and safe in an environment for a trans person. Discussing or bringing someone who is trans or identifies with the trans community in to help you create a safer space. Using resources to cultivate a safe environment and create a space that is truly trans inclusive, as well as inclusive to all. Tip number 8, when you're on your own out in the world and you are hearing conversations, because we all gossip and we all overhear, I know, it's true, okay? Challenge anti-trans or transphobic remarks and comments if you hear them. Stand up for people, even if you're not with them. That doesn't matter. Like, they're people, that's not right. It's wrong, disrespectful, and ignorant. Stop it. Like, use the knowledge that you have, or just say, hey guys, I don't think that's really appropriate. Doesn't matter if someone's around, stop. For this tip especially, challenging these remarks and comments is something that LGBTQ plus people should especially be on top of. Trans people are a part of our family. When I hear these remarks being said or made by people who are part of our community, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I feel like that's something that should not be happening in our community, but it does. Especially in the gay men's community. So much transphobia within the gay men's community. We gotta stop it, guys. Tip number 9, be aware of your limits and misunderstandings as an ally. If you don't know something or if you're not sure of something, don't assume it. Don't be afraid to ask. If you feel like you don't know something or if you're behind on some information when it comes to being a trans ally, ask. Ask the people that you are trying to support. And if I've lost you with the numbers, this is still sign language. This is 10. Tip number 10, just listen. Don't try and give tips or advice or relate or understand. Just listen. Be the person who is going to hear what a trans individual has to say or is experiencing or wants to tell you. The lack of trans support in our country is frightening. I am sad about it. I could go on for a long time about it, but the point of the fact is they are the brave ones for expressing themselves truly as they are, and people just can't accept that. And I think that needs to change. There are too many lives being lost all over the world, and reading the names on that list that is posted down in the comments below, I send my love, and I hope that you guys take this seriously. Sunday, please check out that list, check out resources, just be aware and informed. That's the best thing that you can do. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember that International Trans Day of Remembrance is this Sunday, November 20th, 2016. And take a moment to think about the lives and honor them that have been lost over the past year due to violence and hatred. I really hope that you guys liked this video. Please click the like button down below if you did. If you have something to say about International Trans Day of Remembrance, or if you have a tip of your own about how to be a better ally, please comment them down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And also, do not forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my beautiful smiling laughing face, and it's bright today. Bright face. If you want to see more of my face every Friday, I think that's where we left off, but no matter what, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And I mean that. Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye!